Hey guys, Miss O here. Today we are going to continue talking about conflict, and this is the video for Tuesday, April 7th. Um, we are going to learn what conflict is and the different types of conflict styles. So, avoiding, giving in, standing your ground, compromising, and collaborating. The definition of conflict is to be different, opposed, or contradictory. Conflict is a natural part of life and it is something that we all try to avoid, but unfortunately, it's unavoidable. We're going to run into it many times in our life, and I think that it's important for us to learn about it and learn some ways that we can appropriately handle these situations. Too often, conflicts carry a negative meaning and are thought of as unwanted and usually are associated with anger, sadness, and violence. But when handled appropriately, conflicts can be an opportunity to make something better. They challenge us to learn, grow, and to create. Um, Conflict only becomes negative because of the way a person chooses to respond to it. There are a lot of ways to handle conflict, and your reaction in a situation is going to greatly influence the quality of the outcome. So, the different types of conflict styles are avoiding, giving in, standing your ground, compromising, and collaborating. The first type is avoiding the conflict. So, when you're avoiding a conflict, you are essentially pretending that it never happened or that it doesn't exist. Somebody who is trying to avoid the conflict with you may forget to bring it up. They may try to avoid the conflict by changing the subject. They may disengage from you by offering little to nothing at all when trying to solve the conflict. This could be something like your mom telling you and your brother that you need to do the dishes, and you guys are fighting over who is actually going to do the dishes, and say you can't come to an agreement, so you both just say, whatever, we're not doing the dishes. Um, and you're just avoiding it, and that's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to probably make the situation a whole heck of a lot worse. Um, but one good thing about avoiding a conflict is that it gives you time to make a good decision. And it also allows others and yourself to calm down if you need to. So you and your brother are fighting and you're screaming about who's going to do the dishes. So if you just, walk away, take some time to think, calm yourself down and come back to each other, you might be able to come to an agreement. Like, um, you wash the dishes and I'll dry the dishes. So, um, I think that avoiding the conflict is just going to make the situation worse every time. It's not going to do anything for you or the other person. The second style is giving in or accommodating. This style is viewed as the person being the peacekeeper. Someone who gives in or accommodates in a conflict is focused more on keeping a good relationship rather than accomplishing a specific goal. The next style of conflict we are going to discuss is standing your ground. Standing your ground in a conflict requires a lot of courage, but can also be super inconsiderate. By standing your ground, you are essentially competing with the other party, and you will do anything to ensure that you win the battle. Um, Standing your ground, I think, causes a lot of anger, and it's going to definitely damage a relationship that you have with somebody and not solve any kind of problem because you guys aren't going to be willing to come together to talk about it. The next one is compromising, and this one is a big step toward conflict